Jefferson Street. Call your lunch delivery orders in advance to 270-963-3785. Big John's Barbecue, Princeton.
1580 103.3 WPKY Coffee Talk is on the air. Morning conversations about things of interest to you. If you'd like to be a guest on Coffee Talk, just email us your information at WPKYonline@gmail.com. We're proud to call Caldwell County home. WPKY.
8:13, good morning, 1580 103.3 WPKY. A wet morning. If you haven't experienced any of that, that's a whole lot of fun.
PKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
With showers and thunderstorms expected today and a high of 72. It is going to clear off overnight.
We can talk during Coffee Talk about how I don't know how to run computers this morning. That's what we should do this morning. I'm telling you, this thing is if you've never... I think I've officially felt like about 100 years old this morning. If you've ever felt like a dinosaur, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, because I guarantee you've gotten up at some point and there's this little kid that goes, "You can't run Facebook," or "Why do you not know that? That's you're old." And that's exactly how I feel this morning.
And the funny part is I'm a year older than you.
Well, yeah, but I feel like a dinosaur, when the kids look at you and you're going, "Mom, you're old." Yeah, officially this morning, guess what? I'm old and I feel like a dinosaur this morning because I'm trying to push buttons and I'm trying to do the right thing. And it seems like the more that I try to push the right button, the more I push the wrong button. So hopefully Misty's got me all squared away this morning. And hopefully they send me reinforcements tomorrow because I don't think it's going to look any prettier then either, if you want to know the truth. We've got Rhonda Jewell with us this morning. Let's make sure I've got your mic on.
Good morning.
Hi. I do have her on correctly. How about that? All right. And you're with the Extension Office, right?
I sure am.
And what have you guys got going on over there?
Well, the big thing right now is camp. We do camp June the 4th through the 7th, which is, believe it or not, just a few days away. We've been having our camp orientations. We actually have our last one tomorrow evening at 6:30 at the Extension Office. So if there's any camper out there that hasn't had an orientation, please come to that orientation. If you can't make it, please give us a call because everyone has to have, there's certain information that they need to know and certain things that they have to do before camp to be ready for it.
And they can't attend camp without going to the orientation first, right? I mean, that's something that I want to stress. If you want to get yours into camp and it's something new for you, then this is something that you really need to do. So what are the date and the time of that again?
Tomorrow evening at 6:30 at the Extension Office.
And camp is a lot of fun. I went to 4-H camp when I was a kid, and I guarantee it's nothing like it was then. So don't even think about it. I'm not even going to tell you what it was like back in Abraham Lincoln days, right? Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of fun, and it's a place to meet new friends.
It is, and it gives kids an opportunity to have a chance to learn new things, try things that they wouldn't necessarily have a chance to do, like learn how to shoot a rifle or a shotgun or archery or kayak or just lots of other things. So it gives kids an opportunity to expand their horizons, meet different people, and just learn some independence. And because a lot of these kids, it's the first time they've been away from home, from mamas and daddies, and their mamas and daddies are not there to tell them to make sure that they take a bath every day or that they need to get up at a certain time. They do have volunteer leaders that are there, but they've got, some of them have as many as 20 kids to be responsible for, so they don't necessarily get that one-on-one that they might get at home, but they do have a chance to learn some independence. And for some kids, it's the only summer that they get. They come home and they have other responsibilities, and it's just camp is a lot of work. It's probably one of the hardest things that we do. It is the most liability that we have, and so it's a big responsibility. But it's probably one of the most rewarding things that we do, that I do anyway. Just to see those kids, the smile on their faces, and to give them a chance to really interact with kids and get to know kids, even in their county as well as from other counties. We do camp with Lion, Trigg, Livingston, Hancock, and Logan counties, so they have a chance to meet kids from farther away counties as well as close counties also. And it's funny that kids that go back they go back to see their friends. They go back because they know that there's going to be some kid from Hancock County or Logan County, or if we have a new group, then they have a chance to meet even different people. But
I've heard a lot about the counselors though too. I mean,
Yes.
to be perfectly honest, some of
Yes.
the counselors, Eddie Boone, I'm going to throw his name out there because he's so good with some of the kids in previous years and some of the people in the area that do
Yes.
that. And the counselors are just as sweet as and can in a lot of ways make a big impact way on down the kid's life.
They do. They actually become the mamas and the daddies for the week, and the kids feel, they have a chance to develop a positive relationship with an adult and teens also. So, it's a and sometimes in real life that's not the case. So it's a good opportunity just again to meet different people and develop some relationships, and again gain that independence and learn some skills that's going to help them throughout life.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I mean, there's not a ton of kids out there probably that have somebody just waiting in the wings to teach them how to shoot a bow and arrow.
Exactly.
I mean, that's not that's not. But
or
it's
how to
something.
sew.
Hey, hunting in our area is a big thing. So I
is.
mean, that's something that a ton of kids that if they had the opportunity and they had someone willing to show them that was knowledgeable with it. I mean, not everybody is, A lot of people maybe know how to shoot a gun, but they have no idea about archery. And that's something else that they can get involved with 4-H later on down the line is archery and different things like that. So a lot of the things that they learn in camp, they can continue on with 4-H throughout the year after camp is over, correct?
They're able to explore and say, oh, I really like archery or I like riflery. And we do have shooting sports, actually. They actually start in April and kind of practice every Tuesday throughout till September, which is when the state contest is. But they are practicing now. They practice at Jones Keeney Shooting Range on Tuesdays. We have archery, rifle, and shotgun. We've got about 21 kids. Got a big group, got a new group, and they're really, really working hard. And again, it's those dedicated coaches, those certified. They do have to get certification, 4-H certification, to be able to coach. But and we've got some awesome coaches and got a great group of kids.
I know a couple of kids personally. One of them is related to me that was in, I'm sorry. It's
okay.
It's probably why I was so mean last year. Sorry. But no, they loved it. They learned a lot. And even though they had gone with their family hunting and that sort of thing, they absolutely loved it. And they learned a lot of little tricks and tips and things like that.
They learned discipline for one thing. They learned gun safety. Gun safety and discipline, because there's certain processes that they don't just get out there and shoot their guns.
Right.
There's certain processes that they go through and they're very strict. And again, that discipline, if they can't handle the discipline, a lot of times they don't make it. But we do have several that compete in county contest as well as the state contest. There's one in Christian County coming up this weekend, and I think we've got several that are going to it. Marshall County's got one coming up in June, and then there's several just in the area that we have that they participate in.
I pick on him. He's a good kid. His
Who
mom will
is he?
yell at me. Oh, I'm not telling you now. His
Okay.
mom will yell at me later. I pick on him. He's a good kid. I'll tell you also.
All of our shooters are good kids.
Well, though, they do learn a lot of those lessons in 4-H. Well, I have a son that's special needs, and I know that Katie Beth loves 4-H. She's another one in our area that I absolutely adore from Special Olympics, and she loves 4-H.
She loves 4-H, and she loves 4-H camp.
Well, she does, and she looks forward to it all year, and that's the kind of thing, those kind of kids, any of them, it all age ranges through there. I mean, we'll really get a lot out of it. And they're going to want to go back year after year after year after year. Yeah, so we really appreciate it. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Well, you're welcome.
We'll hope that you come back, especially during country ham time.
I've got more to share.
Oh, well, you do? What else is going on?
We also have livestock judging going on. They practice each Wednesday. They'll be practicing this afternoon. They practice each Wednesday, typically at our office. A lot of times they like to get out and do workouts. Like they'll go to Kevin Laurent's farm to judge sheep. We get to the research center and judge cows whenever we can, and we've got several other places. Davis Slaughter lets us come out there, but they just try to get as many live workouts as they can. And when I mean live, I'm talking with live animals, just to give them a chance to really see what the animals look like. They do have classroom. Like today, since it's raining, they'll look at the CD. They'll practice their reasons and different things like that. So we've got a really good group, and again, it's about 21 kids. But we had a lot of kids that are returning. We do have a Clover intermediate and a senior team this year, so we're really excited. Kevin Laurent is our coach, and Candy Adams, and he's he's awesome. We're very proud of our team and our coaches and all that they do. But they practice on Wednesdays, getting ready for their state contest, which will be June the June the 20th it is June the 18th, I believe, in Richmond, Kentucky. And that's a big thing. We're trying to raise as much money as we can. Last Saturday, West Market was having their Mother's Day outing or whatever. Our livestock judging team had a bake sale, and we did very well. We were very pleased. We've never had a bake sale, but we did very well. And the kids also had a chance, the livestock kids had a chance to help Lauren with Kids for Flowers for Moms. So the kids were able to play in the dirt, get a pot, plant a plant, and give it to their mom for Mother's Day. So
you guys have some of the neatest things. Anytime that I go by, I always see something on the sign or whatever that's going on, and the classes and the different things that you can jump in and get involved in. And it's been pretty cool over the years.
Yes. Yeah, we do. And again, those are two of our project groups. This weekend, we're actually planning a car wash, and I think that's going to be held at West Market also. It's another fundraiser. Well, we've got to raise several $1,000s to go to the state contest. So there's going to be a car wash. Hopefully, the weather's going to agree. But again, it's going to be at West Market, so you can get your car washed and shop at the same time. You can shop while your car's getting washed.
There you go.
So.
And this is for the kids too. I mean, this is something that's it's not to benefit somebody's salary. It's to get these kids up there. That's what it's going to actually be used for.
All the proceeds go to the livestock judging. When shooting sports, all the proceeds go to shooting sports. We do have county fundraisers, and a lot of times we'll split that money between the different groups,
right,
or it goes to the general fund, because we do have things that the council has to, like we help sponsor kids to go to teen conference, or we do scholarships for camp, or to have to buy new sewing machines, or we have to do those kinds of things. So we do have a lot of money that we have to bring in, because it's all donations. We don't get any state funding. We don't get any federal funding or anything like that. It's all
I think that's important for people to know, though, because, I mean, to be honest, most people probably don't know that you don't get a ton of funds from the state of Kentucky. You don't get a ton of funds that's federally funded, and you guys just go out and spend it.
Yes.
I mean, that's
right.
When you say we need funds to be able to function,
yes,
you mean that.
Yes. And the community is very gracious, I do have to say. We're very thankful. We do have several donors that are very gracious throughout the year for different things. Our teen council, another thing I want to mention, our teen council, which is a group at the high school. We meet once monthly, sometimes more, but we meet at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they're the group of kids that have opportunities for extra leadership responsibilities. They have 3 delegates that serve on the on the County 4-H Council, several delegates that serve on the Area Teen Council, as well as there are officers in our club. But they're hosting a fundraiser for a group that has an autism camp. Shanna Sherrill is an occupational therapy assistant, and she works with a group that a couple of years ago they put together an autism camp. And this is actually during our 4-H camp. So Shanna she stays at camp overnight, goes to autism camp, comes back to 4-H camp. But we're taking up donations for their camp, and there's several different items that we're asking for people to donate. And anyway, I just wanted to share that. And I'm going to leave these flyers with you so y'all can
and
share
I
that.
will say, anybody that's thinking about that, my son, she was she did, I guess it's therapy. That's the word that I'm looking for this morning.
Yes.
Excuse me. But she was a therapist for my son for quite some time, and she's amazing.
She is.
Gone to church with her. She's an amazing lady. She's got the patience of a saint,
yes.
Really and truly, with the kids. But the biggest thing is these kids have so much fun, and they have the huge smile on their face when they leave, and that means a lot to the mamas and the daddies out there. I mean, it really means a lot. And Shanna is extremely good with those kids.
She is very good. And
so if you're wondering and you're worried, because we're also overprotective of them, I'm not going to lie. I mean, with Eli, that kid knows no stranger. He smiles all the time, but he knows no stranger, and he smiles all the time.
Yes, and
so I mean, when they go, you have visions of your kid just running off. In a parent's mind, that's just what's going to happen. Shanna is not going to let that happen.
Yeah,
and so that's one of those things that
I think it's
means
actually
a lot.
camp that the parents go with them.
Oh, that's
I think it's
amazing.
for the adult. So the parents have educational opportunities as well as the kids too. So
Well,
I
that's
think
awesome.
it's yeah. So
Well, sometimes that's really good too in the beginning when they're trying to learn their environment and learn everybody. It's really good that the parents can be there because they're less likely to, really get scared.
and if anybody is interested, they can contact Shanna Sherrill or they can contact me at the extension office, and I will get them in touch with Shanna. Our number is 270-625-8187. We also have some kids that are going to be going to Teen Conference June the 10th through the 13th, and this is at UK. This is, it used to be called 4-H Week or whatever, but it is an opportunity for kids to really gain some life skills. It's open to 8th through 12th graders, and I do have to say that I have several 8th graders this year. I have 4 8th graders and Madison Crider, who's a senior. She's on the State Teen Council, and the State Teen Council is actually the one that puts this that puts Teen Conference together. There's typically anywhere from 600 to 700 4-Hers from across the state that come. We stay in the dorms. We're staying, I can't remember exactly, I can't remember. But anyway, we fill a dorm.
Wow.
And it's the nicer new dorms. We're really excited.
Oh, well, good.
But kids get a chance to have a college-like experience. We eat at the 90, which is where the students eat. They also have a chance to take classes in the academic buildings, on and off campus. There's some in Whitehall. Some go to the dairy farm. Some go to KET, and just several different places around. We do have and what kids will choose a major, whether it be in agriculture or family consumer science, STEM. I think there's 6 different ones, and I can't remember which one, but they'll choose a major, and that's where their focus is going to be. There's different classes that they can take, and each year when they go back, they can kind of explore. They can either stay in agriculture and really get a good feel of agriculture, or they could try agriculture, and then they could try STEM, and they could try several different things. So it is a very good opportunity for kids to learn what college is like and do some career exploration as well as develop some life skills, because it's not like they're set free on the University of Kentucky, which
Right.
is like a city within a city. It's bigger than Princeton.
Right.
But they do have a chance to explore, but it's not.
They'll walk around with their mouths hanging open.
Yes. Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that when I
They'll
was.
walk in the dorms with their mouth wide open.
I didn't
because-
even have that full experience, and it was a smaller college, but we went in for livestock judging, and it was, we got excited when we got to go eat lunch. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? We thought we
Yes.
were something.
Well,
so
we're really excited when we run into basketball players and
right,
and
yeah.
baseball players, because they're there doing camps, and so you never know who you're going to see. So it's pretty amazing. We also have some. We've been able to really, I guess you could say, enhance it over the years. The person at the state who is in charge of it has really done a really good job of just making sure that everybody's accountable for where they should be, as well as really making it a nice event. The first night we have Cloverfest, and this is where, and we've never done this before, but it's held at Bluegrass Stockyards, and they're going to have food trucks, they're going to have bands and inflatables, and so it's going to be just kind of like a big carnival theme. I'm really, really excited about Cloverfest. And we also get to go to the Woodford Reserve Room for the last night. That's where our last dance is, and a lot of people don't ever get a chance to go to the Woodford Reserve Room. So, and again, it's just a really good opportunity. Our state officers are elected at that time. It's just we do have guest speakers that come. They get to hear from the dean of the college, Nancy Cox, and several others. But it's it's just a really good opportunity for kids to explore, learn more about 4-H, and see what some of the opportunities that they can have. I think that 4-H is probably one of the best kept secrets, because there's so
Absolutely.
many opportunities that kids can take, and they just don't do it. They're involved in other things, and they think 4-H is for elementary kids. It's the older they get, the better it gets.
And when I was young, it was everybody thought it was cross stitch. The little cross stitch things that you do,
Yeah.
and that's a big thing. We could use a few more people in agriculture, and we would love that. But it's such a wide wide field that 4-H, there's something for everybody. I don't care what you like, even if it's country ham, we've got something for you. If it's, no matter what it is, they, whether it's cooking or crafting or something going and really diving into horticulture or into that
or
world.
woodworking
Right, absolutely. So, I mean, there is somebody willing to help you with it no matter what it is. Yeah. And so remind us about these fundraisers.
Okay, this is for Autism Camp, and there's just some the things you can go to the Dollar Tree. We've even had people give monetary donations for them to get what they really need. But there's like Elmer's glue, tissue paper, construction paper, glue sticks, felt pieces, balloons, pom-poms, just different things that they make crafts with. So again, they don't have a lot of funding either, so this is one of the reasons that they're trying to do this. So.
And the car wash.
And the car wash is coming up, yes, and that's for livestock judging.
So let's remind them of the date of that and where.
That is this Saturday, and I'm not sure about the times, but I'm assuming like 9 to 1, and it'll be held at West Market, which is on Highway 62 in between the Extension office and Walmart, where the old Joel's Barbecue used to be.
I guarantee everybody's got a dirty truck after today. I know at least a couple of people down on my driveway that could use a good car wash, so you guys get ready for that. Do you have anything else going on you want to tell us about?
Just getting ready for camp. That's a major
Well, it sounds like you've got a ton going on as usual, and of course you've got the fundraiser going on. You got one other thing?
I do have one more. I forgot.
All right.
Cloverbud Camp. That's coming up June the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. We've got a big group. We've got 10 families that are going. I'm really excited. So that's an opportunity for 5 through 8 year olds and a parent or a guardian to have a chance to go to camp, get a camping experience. They do a lot of the same things that they do at camp. It's a really good bonding time with your kids. I used to take my granddaughter actually, and she fell in love with camp, and again goes to camp every year. So, and we also have aerospace camp, and I heard Lloyd on the radio this morning. Lloyd Saylor is the agent in Butler County, and he's the one that kind of puts this together. He is a pilot, and so he has a passion for it, and it's really turned into something that's pretty awesome. And I did hear him say that it's something that you could, it's also career exploration.
Right.
And we have one young man who went, I think he started in 5th grade and went every year, and he was able to log those hours. Now he's in flight school at Eastern and will be a pilot before long, and just so proud.
A lot of people don't realize what a benefit
Yeah.
4-H can be, as far as everybody wants to talk about getting their kids started way early and getting them prepared and before they ever reach school, really. They've been in private schools and lessons and everything. 4-H is the best thing in the world to get your kid really prepared and give them a head start. It gives them just that extra boost and that extra little help and support to kind of shove them in the right direction. If you like this one, we know somebody over here, they can help you out. And sometimes that's all that kid will need is a little bit of encouragement and the right way to go. So thank you so much. Would you come back and see us?
Oh, I will.
At any time, if somebody's got a question, a phone number that they can reach at.
270-365-2787.
Okay. And then, of course, you've got a website?
Yes, we do. I don't know it off the top of my head, though.
Or an
All they
email
have to do is
address?
Google. And we do have Facebook also, Caldwell
There you
County
go.
4-H. We have Caldwell County Extension Office. Ashley has a Facebook page. Shane has a Facebook page. So we all have access to Facebook. And, again, you could just Google Caldwell County Extension Office and it'll come up.
That sounds great. Thank you so much. Try to stay dry today. Of course, it's rain and umbrellas are going to be needed. 53 at 8:36 WPKY. Good morning.
Yes.
Well, the beautiful sunshine has moved out of the forecast for a while, with showers and thunderstorms expected today and a high of 72. It is going to clear off overnight with an overnight low around 59. Tomorrow's going to be beautiful again with mostly sunny skies and a little warm at 83. Mostly clear overnight Thursday with an overnight low around 65. Sunny again for Friday and warm with a high of 87. Mostly clear Friday night with an overnight low around 65. And Saturday sunny with a high of 86. Again for today, showers and thunderstorms and a high of 72.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Great Wall Chinese Restaurant.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness. Hancock's makes their own fresh chicken salad, pimento cheese, salads, and a variety of mouth-watering desserts, sure to please your entire family. While at Hancock's, be sure to visit their meat department for the best selection of USDA choice meats in the area. Hancock's Neighborhood Market in Cadiz, hometown homemade goodness, and the Hancock name you know and trust for quality for your family. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz.
Since 1978, Perry's Floors & More has been selling, installing, and servicing homeowners throughout Western Kentucky with quality flooring and workmanship. Perry's Floors & More carries luxury vinyl plank and luxury vinyl tile, carpet, window treatments, and more. Brands like Mannington, Shaw, Tarkett, Beaulieu, and Flexitech. Quality brands, excellent customer service, combined with 40 years experience is why they say you can walk on our reputation. See Bill and Lucy at Perry's Floors & More, 127 West Market Street, Princeton.
For a delicious meal, try Kay's Kitchen in Princeton. They have great home cooking, just like Mom and Grandma used to do. Enjoy cook-to-order breakfast every day, all day. Daily lunch specials include favorites like open-faced roast beef, grilled chicken tenderloins, country fried steak, smoked pork chops, and catfish and shrimp on Fridays. All your favorite veggies, too. And don't forget Kay's homemade desserts. Open Monday through Thursday, 5 to 2, Friday, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., and